Welcome to my 37th station of imagination, where thoughts jump and somersault at the birth of an idea. Summer is laughter. Conversations capture Kokonsa and try to give him to a pastor. Ahead of me, automobiles blow their trumpets like rapture. Hawkers follow suit by calling customers faster. As for me, yes, I'm writing a chapter or poetry lurking around the city of fractures. The bus stops, the bus blocks, Charlie Water goes flip-flop. My thoughts hip-hop to tip-top melodies going TikTok. My words flip-flop to poetry vehicles going crisscross. My words zip-lock to keep them fresh and not wish-wash. Which watch? Creates words and forms cubicles with ideas and verbs to create spoken word unusual. This poem is strange, but at the same time it's beautiful. Chaos, making trends and also writing a musical. My poems are trotro minibuses with enthusiasm and flair. My poems crocodile drivers who flaunt the rules and don't care, like the poem part bag, the poem about a be cool. A driver's mate whose only dream is to stay cool. Be the hype man for the next superstar, so stay tuned as he rehearses for his future role like a cartoon. Oh ho, he screams like the wayside preacher, grabbing everyone's attention like Ghana must go. I've got poems at the station about people who sew kaftans and dresses, about people too known. There are unfinished poems about girls and their beauty, the kind that radiate and have men asking, who is she? Who are these emotions pivoting on a better tomorrow? A man of pleasure. Their poems are long and short like letters. I'm still trying to understand the makings of the weather, like the unfinished poem of Fatima, the bestseller, whose footsteps massage the ears of the butcher Della, causing his jaw to drop and reminisce about fella. His eyes are transfixed to her backside. Her back provides danger like a landslide, but he is stuck like a tracker to a GPS signal. Stuck like a tracker to a GPS signal. He is stuck like a tracker to a GPS signal. Saneba. Oh. There's also the poem of Tata, the Kayaye street porter, whose cares got lovers and spouses resetting their culture. Her cares and tight-fitting clothes are like a chisel to a porter, not letting go of money and admiring Ghana's daughters. There are visible poems of karma, juju, and love. Poems of Hausa Koko and Kili Willy at night. Poems of greed, disease, humility, leisure. Wait a minute. Also, pleasure in my 37th station of imagination. There are more poems than my eyes can see. Many are drunk with palm wine by the sea, brewed by disappointment, stung by bees. I thus bask in the chaos and confusion of the people, watching lines being created and mistakes being made, by life driving its fingers through the sands as slaves, beginning and completing another anthology of waves. Starting one vehicle, parking another, ending one journey, beginning another, and that's how the poems in the station roll. Many is a journey with a story untold. My imagination is a treasure of gold, filled with many more trips for many more roads. For now it is late and the station must close. The money you paid will get you home. Maybe tomorrow I'll drive you slow, taking you places where poetry goes. Maybe tomorrow I'll drive you slow, taking you places where poetry goes. Bus. So I'm going to be asking a couple of questions. And I just want you to think about them. They say the pen is mightier than the sword, but is it mightier than the smartphone? Is social media a reflection of who we are in our own zones? Since the word rhymes, is that why we don't care about our ozone? You see, layer is a concept, but do we apply it to our own shows? I hear Photoshop makes us perfect. Are we now imperfections? Is everything nowadays going to be decided by elections? There are Decepticons around us. Can't you see the deception? And when you look in the mirror, tell me, do you see your own reflection? Because your profile pic on social media says different. Your snap, tweets, posts, comments all say different things about you in real life. Who are you trying to please? The selfies are too much. Who are you trying to please? Which doctor prescribed the talent we use to pursue our media? Instead, consumption exposing us to some new bacteria. If Twitter is a bed, are we birds or prey in the area, or mosquitoes sucking blood and just giving people malaria because the symptoms are similar? It's fake news malaria causing us to change the way we see things as familiar. Why is sex so familiar? Why are sexties peculiar? Why is the smartphone so personal, used to just capture exterior? Why is sex so familiar? Why are sexties peculiar? Why is the smartphone so personal, used to just capture exteriors? Are our values changing? Is the smartphone the new criteria? Is social media coffee we get from the cafeteria? The smartphone, the cafeteria, caffeine, the bacteria making us addicted, believing scams in Nigeria. Are the cracks on the screen the pain we feel in the interior? If so, are the cracks larger on the smartphones in Syria? We may be more connected, but are handcuffed to the internet. Charged with electricity, we treat each other with disrespect. Mobile prison cells has caused us to be circumspect. And who now is the prison warden? Is it the ISPs and their intellect? The question on my mind are in gigabytes and terabytes. We started from a floppy disk and have evolved into a megabyte cloud of information, ever exposed to the ever bright, who sometimes use this power for evil. And I ask, is the world ever right? I end this series of questions with the same one I started with. It may contain the answer, or it's maybe just the starter kit. If the pen is mightier than the sword, is it mightier than the smartphone? Then again, you can't turn a pen off as you would a smartphone. Thank you.